Hello, this is Secret Agent Agency, and we are finishing Panzer Dragoon Saga tonight. Joining me is Jihun.
I had a potato chip for dinner.
And Andrew, are you out there?
I am, and I had 20 chicken wings and fries.
I had lasagna, for lunch, I don't know, 8 hours ago. Okay. Yeah, so we are deep into Disc 4, and I'm really excited. We have some interesting stuff to talk about for our official segment of, news of the week. I like that we've done this. It's a nice, launch pad. But I wanted to say, the next game that we're playing in this time slot, so, next Friday, is White Day, a labyrinth called School.
Get those horror games in there.
Yeah. I don't know how long to beat or anything like that. And also, apparently it's rather skill-oriented. You have to, dodge your way around, the bakers, basically. Like in RE7. It's that kind of mechanic again.
Oh, that's kind of surprising for a horror game.
Well, I got the how long to beat up. You want to know?
Okay, sure.
8.5 hours.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I have a game that I am thinking about for Halloween, because that's always fun. It's a classic. I don't know if you want me to tell you what it is or not. No. Okay. Know.
When you there start another
surprise.
Yeah, isekai topic right there, buddy. Me and Andrew's gonna get triggered.
Turning this to even drink a little bit of water. So full.
Let me change something on my my streaming real fast. Okay, yeah, it's probably good. Cool. Oh, I made it pretty far into Guilty Gear's rankings. I got up to Celestial as May.
I was about to ask. Of course you did as May. She's clearly... We've discussed this before, and as I mentioned, she's clearly the most powerful character.
Oh, and another topic of streaming stuff, I guess, is that I wanted to bring up is I've been looking at, different ideas for changing the format of my, middle of the week streams. And I think something I want to do is maybe streams where I do 2 hours of one thing and then switch and do 2 hours of another thing. And I have something in mind. I've been wanting to get into Trails in the Sky.
Oh, those series.
Yes. I have the first one.
What? How many installment of that game has it been running? Let's see.
Two. Okay, so there's a bunch of ones that came out before Trails in the Sky that I'm not... that are outside the scope of what I want to play, I think, for right now. I think there are 3 Trails of the Sky games, and they lead into currently 4 Trails of Cold Steel.
Oh yes, okay, yeah, that's right. Trails in the Sky is the first one. Literally the very first one.
There's other ones.
Okay, let me see if I get this right. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. Yeah, the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, that's the first one I see, and the next one, the Trails in the Sky SC, and then the next one, the Trails in the Sky, the third.
Yeah, there's other ones in the series. They're actually getting localized over the next couple of years.
Okay, so hold on a sec. So this is the part I get a little bit confusing. So, are they all? First of all, are they all in the same universe?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
And then
I
Trails in the
played
Sky.
half an hour of one of them.
Okay. And then
Clearly, you're the foremost expert on it in this room here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, is the Trail of the Sky and Trails of the Cold Steel, are they connected to each other?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's why. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a roughly about 10 series out there. I don't know how. I don't think this is a big dilemma. Point of unless you get into the first one, you cannot play the rest of the kind of level.
Yeah. It sounds like a fucking nightmare, but I want to get in at the ground floor. Because I've been having a hauling at getting into the series, but it keeps getting recommended to me as kind of an adults doing adult things, like anime RPG situation, right? And I just eat that shit up.
Oh, you don't want that amnesia boy, younger than the adults, gets a superpower, becomes savior of the world?
Bad news, the main character does have amnesia.
Okay. Bad news for you.
Yeah. But that's how you get story to happen, I guess.
One of the tropes to have a fish out of water so everyone can explain.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It is kind of it is kind of convenient. If the main character has.
That's why you have That's why you have those isekais where after the first chapter it ceases to matter, but it exists just so you have a character that doesn't know anything that's going on, so characters can explain it to you, the viewer.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, scheduling thing is I think I want to start at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. I don't know which order I want to do, but 2 hours of Trails in the Sky and then 2 hours of Guilty Gear probably. That's what I'm thinking of. With a break in between, I guess. I don't know. This place is a nightmare. I forget. I was like, yeah, this will be fine. This will be pretty easy to navigate. No, fuck that. This is a nightmare.
Keep going right.
I looked into the correct path, I think. Yeah, so news of the week. We can do a follow-up on ActiBliz. The employees put out a list of demands, and also the was it Bobby Kotick? Basically put out the most human-sounding apology letter thus far.
I didn't read it. What exactly? I mean, what's the overall conception of that? Overall feeling of that?
Okay, so here's the thing: is what he put out there was words and kind of a promise of actions, but they're talking out of both sides of their mouth because they're hiring the
union busting.
The union busting lawyers that are responsible for the Enron case, amongst other things. And also we're just finding out more and more and more about I think Kotaku earlier today did a piece about the so-called Cosby Suite that was Alex I don't know the last name off the top of my head. Alex A. Supposedly had before he disappeared last year. But yeah, I don't know. It sounds all fucked up. Still not happy about it. Still not gonna play Blizzard games. Meanwhile, I guess the execs at Ubisoft who were going through a similar thing, very similar thing, are kind of just hoping that this all blows over, you know, because right now people are focused on Blizzard's problem.
Hey, there's another shitty person out there doing a shittier thing. Hope they forget about me.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. Another... Okay, so on to more lighthearted topics. I watched...
Pokemon Unite came out.
I watched All Elite Wrestling on Wednesday, and they had a guy who is an indie deathmatch wrestler named Nick Gage, who has the funniest fucking Twitter. But this guy is legit, like, bank robber, did like 7 years in jail, and then like turned around and like rehabbed and really put in the work to like fix up his life. But you know, he's still a very like, you know, fake violent but also kind of real violent deathmatch wrestler. But he was brought in as part of AEW's storyline with Chris Jericho, who is a name you might recognize. He's been in the wrestling business for like 30 years at this point. He is doing the 5 Labors of Jericho because he's trying to have this like blood feud with like the top heel of the company, MJF. So MJF is like saying like, oh no, before you get to me, you have to go through these like Herculean tasks basically, and the second of which is he has to fight deathmatch legend Nick Gage, you know, in like a anything goes deathmatch. So AEW does this thing where when they cut to commercial, they actually do like a picture-in-picture, so you can like still see the action during the commercial breaks and stuff. So Nick Gage pulls out a pizza cutter while a commercial for Domino's plays, and it's hilarious on its own. You know, corporate synergy is fucking great, right? You know, you get an ad for Domino's and the guy's like pulling out a pizza cutter and cutting open like Chris Jericho's forehead and shit. Apparently today it came out that Domino's was really upset about the cognitive dissonance, I guess, between the commercial and what was happening like in the picture-in-picture. Which is a shame because I feel like the comedy of the situation got like a whole lot more eyes on Domino's than anything else has in a while. I don't know, it was just a really funny thing. I fucking love wrestling and how it like kind of sneaks into like real life stuff. Anyway, in the Discord under Film and TV, I posted a screenshot of what it looked like.
Alright, let me see. That's what it was. I was like, I think I saw that post one time, like, so what am I looking at? Now
yeah. Do you guys remember me talking about this thing called AI Dungeon?
Vaguely, very vague.
Like, I kind of wanted to start, like, a podcast where, like, me and, like, I don't know, a couple friends or something would play AI Dungeon and see what, like, weird shit comes out of it, you know? And suddenly it stopped being interesting and I stopped talking about it. So this will lead into something that Andrew loves talking about. So the API that they used to, like, basically get the robot to come up with replies and stuff, started charging the AI Dungeon developers more money. And so it made them start losing money on the project. So what ends up happening is they put like a paid subscription service, or you could play for free, but you have a stamina system.
Okay.
Oh, my favorite.
Yes.
And I'm guessing you're supposed to recharge your stamina with the real money?
It's like fucking Facebook games.
Oh god, I forgot about those.
Yeah, so people are understandably upset about that. And I don't think that ever really went away, but the next thing they did was they applied like a language filter because they noticed that I guess people were leaving, so they're like, okay, well, we have to keep making money. We have to try to like sell this. You know, we have to go public with this. We have to like sell it to somebody, right?
You should put a seizure warning for this stream. That attack could cause somebody seizure.
Yeah, yikes. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that is some serious seizure warning right there. Oh shit, that blinking.
Holy crap, that's a lot of damage.
That remind me of that incident with the Polygon or Porygon from Pokemon. Yeah, that's sorry to cut you off there, but yeah, seizure warning had to be done too. Oh god.
Well, poor Porygon never showed up.
No, he never did. They didn't even explain like what exactly is. Even in the anime, he just, oh, it's a computer Pokemon. Boom, that's it.
It's a computer program that somehow became real. Don't think about it. Whatever.
He's basically a Digimon.
Is there a way of saying fuck you to Digimon franchise? Hey Digimon.
He showed up in the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he predates Digimon. I'm not sure. You guys can Google that.
Oh.
I'm not sure about the chronology there, but I think Pokemon came first.
Anime. 96 was Digimon.
Is that the game or?
The original little virtual pet thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I was looking at the anime timeline and anime says...
Oh, okay, that was a boss.
Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, was 96.
今のが最後のガーディアンよ。そう願いたいな。ええ。
Oh, Digimon.
95.
どうかしたのか。
Oh, Pokemon 95. Damn. Alright.
So many years.
ごめんなさい。ただ。
We always learn something about history.
今のガーディアン。
So do you want to continue your talk about the AI dungeon, Kevin, or?
Basically, on top of all the other shit, they also introduced censorship, which, you know, like, I understand, like, wanting to clean up their act to, like, sell the development to, like, another company, you know, who will give them money for it, but also, when you're making what is essentially, like, a god box where you can do anything, right, like, you don't want to say, like, anything except for that. You know what I mean? Especially when it's just like private conversations, you know, with a robot. Oh, and also you got hacked into, and like everything was plain text and stuff.
Shit, if it's a plain text, that's bad.
目覚めた時は違ったかもしれない。でも人間だって生まれた時から人間らしいわけじゃないんだ。
Just to share something that happened today real quick. I was at the Costco with my mom, and people on the other side of the cash register was a group of teenagers, no, not maybe like college students. They weren't wearing masks, so people behind the line were yelling at them, "Hey, wear your goddamn mask!" And those people were like, "We're vaccinated. There's a sign that says if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask and shit." I'm like, they're yelling matches. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Just let the fucking go.
It became political. So
yeah.
It means it has to be a very.
Well, that's also what happens when you say that and then you retract it, and then you say that and then you retract it. You know, which is what has been going on.
I mean, another thing is. First of all, that guy should have just come out super offensive about it, like wear your mask and like hey, are you guys? He could have just approached it a little bit nicer and said like, hey, are you guys vaccinated? And like, they're like, oh, if they happen to be not vaccinated, they're like, wear your mask then, fuck you, you know. But if they did reply, oh, we're vaccinated. All right, cool. That's how it should have been. But like, you just had to come up strongly from the beginning. Like, hey, wear your mask.
I love timing things where the frame rate just slows to a crawl when you start moving. You'll be able to see that.
Yep.
God, that was fucked up. Let me, Now I'll just berserk this. Oh, no, I need Okay, let me... Dual blast chip? Oh, I don't want to take the 1,000. Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. Die.
Oh, they were like what? Like an inch away from death.
I've already been here. Oh, this must be a place that like I could have dropped down from earlier. No, because why are there open item boxes there? Whatever, man.
Somebody's been here before. You're not the only one.
So do you have an idea of like how much further there is? Like this is the penultimate dungeon, right?
Technically, yes. We go to another place after this place, but it's basically like
the Dreadnought Bahamut.
The best equivalent I can think of is specifically inside Sin's stomach in Final Fantasy X. Where it's like one room with like a save point and you can fight random battles. That's what I'm led to believe the final area is like.
Like barely able to keep it down. I've never not eaten all my food like chicken and fries. Ate all of it. When I go to the bathroom to rinse off my fucking weird mustache.
It's always been here.
Completely just saturated in both hot sauce and then honey barbecue sauce.
And actually, since both of you are man of a mustache and beard, let me ask you this question. How inconvenient to have the food on that from time to time, like when you're eating something like kind of sloppy, like a spaghetti and stuff? How, like, do you have to do some kind of special maneuver to make sure your food goes straight to your mouth and not touch any of your facial hair?
Yes, but it's gotten to a point where it's so automatic for me that I don't even notice. That being said, the worst foods, PB&J and tacos, or like burritos or anything like that, you know.
Oh yeah, because the one bite and all the crumbles and the dust comes out.
Yeah,
I can see that.
You always have a snack for later.
Or if you're like a Peter from Family Guy, you have a bird coming out of your beard and eat it for you. Clean up for you, man.
I haven't thought about Family Guy in 10 years. Are they still going? Are they like Simpsons now?
They try, but I don't think they can.
Is he still doing his Star Trek ripoff?
No. Star Wars ripoff, first of all. And no, they're not.
Oh, it's a Star Trek ripoff. Like specifically next gen. That's my understanding of it.
I thought they only did a Star Wars.
I don't remember what it's called. Like, McFarlane actually stars in it.
I mean, it definitely hasn't reached the point. I mean, that goes stand for Simpson too, but they're just out of idea. They're like forced to squeeze the juice out of their brain to make it work, and then yeah, they're not coming up with something creative. Yeah, honestly, I wish those writers best. They deserve a rest, and then
I understand what's going on. So remember I came here last time and Edge was all like, oh, I better not touch anything. I don't want to wake the tower up. I'm in that part again. So I'm now touching all the things.
Stop touching yourself.
No, you can't make me. TOS, TOS. Berserk. Is this AoE? We'll find out.
Remasters.
Oh yes, go for it.
Brief review. So I've only played a little bit of all three. Very short bit with 2, and I'll get to that for a moment. But so Final Fantasy 1 has been remastered. WonderSwan, PlayStation 1, Game Boy Advance, mobile, PlayStation Portable, and now this remaster, the Pixel remaster. This is closest to the original, with like the bug fixes and stuff that are strewn between all the various other remasters or re-releases. Does not have the added content from GBA and PSP versions. Buffs up Thief and Black Mage. Intelligence actually does a thing such that Red Mage is actually kind of crappy now. And the leveling curve is kind of based off of the newer releases, so the game is overall easier, as in you'll level faster. And it adds various like recovery items and stuff like that. It kind of nerfs White Mage. You really need White Mage very much, but you have like all these status restorers and ethers even. But it still has the fancy MP system, or magic system. 3, in my mind, is like the perfect version of the game. It's the original NES. I was mistaken. They actually did add Phoenix Downs in later. Oh my god, they're mad.
You see my face.
Yeah. Just keep going to the right. So Phoenix Downs actually are purchasable later in the game.
Okay.
And
when you told me that, huh?
Yeah, so this is the only version that did that. So the NES and DS are the only other 2 versions. Like the DS version is like what's also on PSP and PC, like the 3D. And that has its own can of worms for why people don't like that version. But like the way they modified a lot of encounters and bosses. Like this is the original game. Quick save across all 3. It does not do what you think it does. It is a straight up save anywhere that you can load at any time. So,
oh damn!
The problematic aspect of 3 with no save points and having to do like 3 dungeons at the very end is limited because you're gonna save whenever.
Okay. Yeah, typically a quick save in a game like that is like you press it and then it takes you to the main menu. You know, so you can only like use the save once. Like it's supposed to, like how they usually use it, I should say, is like, you know, on like a portable system, if you have to like go somewhere, you know, abruptly, you know, you have that option.
So you can just quick save, continue playing, and then if you load, you load right back where you were. Quick save. And it also has autosave on top of that. It's like graphics are based on the NES that look nicer. It's got remastered music that's like orchestrated. Everything about that game is great. Oh, the original game had like capacity points to switch between jobs. Instead, you can just change jobs whenever, no restrictions. The DS version had this stupid system where you would just stuck in battle for like several battles if you switch jobs.
Oh god, I fucking hated that. Yeah.
Wait, elaborate. What do you mean by that?
So, especially if you switch from a mage to a fighter type job.
Yeah, you got like massive penalties for like switching jobs.
Like for anywhere from like 1 to 10, I think is the max. Battles, that character's stats are like halved or something, which discourages hot swapping classes, which really sucks in a game where at times you do have to be like a mage class to cast Mini or Toad on your frickin' party to continue. So one of your characters is just going to suck for a while after doing that if you're not meaning anything.
Yeah.
So, all around great. I think that's the best version of Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 2. Alright, I have not played too much of it. I've read a little bit. The little mini game and the snowboard does not exist because it didn't exist in the NES. In addition to what we were talking about earlier, off stream, where you know, I have my opinions. We all have our opinions on the bonus content. I think the bonus content in most of those games sucks, but 2 probably has the best because it actually adds a whole extra campaign.
Yeah.
And kind of gives you a reason to make the actually level up and do things with those temporary characters since they show up in that added campaign. Not having that is pretty lame. May as well just let those characters just be dead when they join you. Spoilers, that's what happens to them anyway. So may as well just get to the end of that. I don't know what I'm going to do here, so I have my own way of playing the game. In Final Fantasy II, that's the first one that introduced the row system, where you can have a character in the front or back. It is unique in that game, in that both enemies and your characters, if your characters are in the back row, they cannot sustain damage from physical attacks at all. Physical attacks will not even target them. Same for enemies. Magic bypasses rows and can hit enemies in the back. It's really like you have 8 enemies on the battlefield, the first 4 can attack physically, and the back 4 cannot. But if they have magic spells, they can use them. I kind of like abusing that system because of how leveling works. I can just have like one character in the front, tanking all hits, get agility and evasion upgrades, and the other 2 can just be my mages. In this game, this version of it, they made it similar to all the other Final Fantasies. So characters in the back row and enemies in the back row can still use physical attacks, whatever, they'll just be not as good. So it makes me concerned about my pure mages in the back getting squashed, my naked mages.
So if you were to give it an IGN score, what would you give it?
Well, I haven't played much past the opening when I noticed it. The moment I noticed that, I'm like, oh shit, what the hell am I gonna do? It's like in that game, and it's still in this version, the game doesn't tell you this, but wearing like anything negatively impacts your spellcasting abilities. But like the reason why I like you're just like late in the game when you can cast Holy for $700 damage while you're completely naked.
Holy for $700. Wow, that's
$700 for
Hey, that's the thing in some of the other games.
You can hit for 700 damage.
You want some of this? You want some of this holy? You better pay up $700, bro.
But the moment you put on like some robes or like some armor, your hit drops down to 400 damage. So like the reason why people play that as games and like, magic sucks, it's because you have anything on. I just have my mages in the back row, completely naked, no equipment on, spamming spells.
You gotta treat your mages like they're Dark Souls. Just take all their clothing off, give them a club, you know.
Apparently, like the rods or wands don't impact spellcasting, which makes sense. So they can still equip that. But I don't know what to do. I have to like reevaluate how I play the game because they can get just squished, even though they're taking half physical damage.
Hey, Firebird. Or Phoenix.
That makes me concerned about
that was
how
fucking cool.
I didn't know this game had a summoning skill.
You just play around with all your spells now?
Might as well. Need to one-shot these guys. So, in the room I was just in, I unlocked right gate, and I think this one's going to be left gate. I'm wondering if they unlocked the things that I couldn't get to in the upper floor. I don't know how much you guys were paying attention, but
Not much.
that's something I'm going to want to check.
It's kind of hard to focus on this game when I'm only thing I'm looking is like same map over them.
I hear you, yeah. Like, this isn't really playing to my strong suits either. You know, navigation. But, doing the best with what I got. Oh, okay, this is right gate. Sure?
The only thing I'll say about the game is too specifically is that the reason why I like playing that way is like similar to 8. The aspect of 2 that I like is that how I know how to break it.
Ah.
And so like just having one character up front, you can turn them into an evasion tank pretty quick. And just by getting hit by spells, everyone will be more or less decent magic evade. So I can just have the character front row just evasion, like evade every attack that would target everyone else. Any other characters can just spam magic. Pretty fun. But I gotta think of something new now. So it's interesting. My review on that, like I don't put scores or anything, but I'm not sure if it's a good or bad change yet. I must reevaluate how I build my characters. Which is interesting. I wasn't expecting him to like think of the new strategy. So that's why I'm like tentatively thinking it might be positive.
Okay. Cool.
So
I was correct, but not in the way I was expecting. Right, okay.
Shit, I keep forgetting which one's the right or left. Hidari and Migi. Ah, shit. I know because that's literally the name of the character in the Parasite. Oh, I think Migi's left.
Real galaxy brain thing. You don't need to know right or left or up or down. You just need to know ano. That.
Oh, Big is right, damn it. Oh, Andrew, do you actually have you read Parasite?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Kev?
No, but it's on my list.
Okay. It's definitely a classic. Only
Wait,
because
hold
it's
on. Are you referring to the anime or the movie?
anime.
Okay.
Anime slash manga. Of course we talk about that shit.
Well, yeah, but there's also a very good Korean movie called Parasite. I have seen
Yeah.
it.
That's a very different thing.
Very different.
Yeah, so that's why I just wanted to be sure. I haven't seen the anime or read the manga, but I have seen the live-action movie that's not related to this.
Well, you know what's funny thing is there is actually a live-action movie version of that because it's Japan. Because apparently Japan, they will make a live-action about for just about everything because of drama demographic are still large, so they're forced to make a drama version of whatever. It's almost a Netflix kind of thing, I guess. Which is why I just uploaded the link to Netflix version on White Days. Check it out later.
Fantasy horror film. I'm wondering if it's related at all to the video game.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about it because just from looking at it, it looks like it's not the horror film per se, but like it's more like this guy's gonna fight the. If you look at the poster, it looks like this guy's gonna fight the monster with his exorcist power.
Yeah, that's not this from the little bit I know.
Yeah, like I said, it's a practical Netflix version.
That's supposed to mean.
They made their own version, just like Death Note.
Death Note Netflix version is hilarious.
Yeah, it's good for its own reasons.
It is legendary. for its own reason.
That was very entertaining, and that's how I one of the few anime tangentially like related things I was able to get my ex to watch. And she did enjoy it.
Yikes. Oh, okay, so Kevin slowly realizes that he's actually a seinen fan. I started watching Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant.
Oh god, that's old.
Yes, and it's amazing. What the hell? It's so good. It's way too good to be, what is it, like in 70s, 80s?
Yeah. I mean, that's when I feel like to a certain extent, I feel like 70s, 80s, 90s were the peak for the movie or any literature industry because like there's not much censorship going on. I mean, I know censorship existed back then, but they don't get a lot of criticism as we get today. Like,
yeah, so I watched like the first like 4 or 5 episodes of Utena. It is ridiculous how good it is. I recommend it to everyone, especially to fans of the aesthetic of Madoka Magica. Because this game also has a lot of that like arts and crafts, like roses and flat like that. You know what the witches look like and stuff? It's got a little bit of that in like the title cards and things like that.
Oh, yeah, because the series is based on like Victorian era.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called. I forgot if it was a Renaissance or Victorian.
Mm-hmm. There's upside down castles in the sky. Swords that get pulled out of women and it's not like a sexual thing.
Yeah, I know that. Where is that from? I fucking forget.
There's a bunch of them. Dude, there's so many fucking swords coming out of women that is played up for like a metaphor for sex. Looking at you, Valkyrie Drive.
Is that what it was?
I think so. I mean, there's several. There's a whole bunch. I think Guilty Crown does it. Jeez.
I know it's a fucking. It is a metaphor for sex. Oh god, I'm trying to blank. I swear to god, it's there. Oh my god, this is gonna drive me nuts for that. All right.
I've seen like a handful of animes. I can only like name 2 off the top of my head. But I've seen like a handful of animes that do like the swords coming out of women thing.
And they're like they sound like they're having an orgasm or something. Oh.
Yeah.
Ah shit! No, this is driving me.
An older anime that doesn't have that I've recommended in the past, that I still recommend now, is Gunbuster.
I will get around to it.
Only 6 episodes.
Well, apparently I only enjoy watching seinen, so I'll get around to it eventually.
I don't know if you've seen that, Jihun, but it's very good. And you can see many, like, say beta, but like aspects that would come back in Evangelion. both character beats and music. There's some of the score in one of the episodes sounds like right out of Evangelion. The Evangelion obviously came out later.
So aside from, you know, the opening and ending track, when I think of like Evangelion's sound, I always think of the cicadas, and that's like all I can think of.
Was there a lot of cicada sound in this?
Yeah.
Some people say so the people who went to Japan during the summertime said like, oh, I thought they were making this shit up for anime, but no, that shit's real. I forgot who said it, but yeah, that's how bad it is. Apparently, in Japan, the whole cicada sound. God, okay, now I'm fucking. This is gonna drive me nuts. I swear to God. This whole pull the sword or weapon out of the woman and the woman make a sexual sound. Oh God, this is gonna drive me nuts. Are you serious? They did it over the top shit.
Yeah, I named 2 for you. I'm done. I feel like the big one you have to be thinking of though is Valkyrie Drive. Wait, where did I just end up? How?
Where the hell are you going?
How did I... Okay. So, I guess... Dude, that's fucked up. I climbed this tower the hard way last stream. And I could have just kept going and then taken the elevator up.
Well, but now you've learned.
Okay, so the other path is probably progress. Okay, this elevator scene going down is like really cool.
Yeah, I think it is a Valkyrie. It is Valkyrie Drive.
Yeah.
And I just realized something about the whole weapon pulling out represents sex thing. Fully coolly. I know it's not exactly what we're thinking of.
Yeah.
But that whole guitar thing represents something. But the one that actually makes a sexual noise, yeah, that's Valkyrie Drive for sure.
Oh boy.
でもあなたこそいいのエッジ
You will walk into the trap.
私自身セストレンがどんな場所でどんなところにあるのかさえわからないのそれが何のために存在するのかさえそこへ行けたとしても帰ってこられる保証はどこにもないわあなたの方にこそ選択肢は残されているのよ今ならまだあの里の人たちと一緒に行くことだって
君をここに置き去りにしてかい君は何がどうあっても進む気でいるんだろうそれは僕も同じさ
そうね以前はあの人の望みに応えることそれが私の存在の全てだっただけど今の私は自分の意志で自分にしかできないことをしたいのせめて今だけは一人の人間として私が私であるために
そうか
ありがとうエッジ今のうちにお礼を言っとくわ私がここまで来られたのはあなたのおかげ
君のおかげでもあるさ
Also, during that cutscene while the camera is rotating around, I noticed that these, like, sparks of electricity, these 1 pixel diameter lines, are, like, 3D objects?
Okay. Oh, I see what you mean by 3D object, okay. And also, my 2 cents. Is this or does Azel sounds a little bit more say kind of like innocent feminine
Cutscene.
compared to
Cutscene.
the... Oh shit.
始めるわ。扉を開きます。早く、ドラゴンへ。
アゼル、君は？
私はここに残るわ。まだやることがあるから。
なんだって？
あなたをセストレンに送ると同時にこの塔を破壊します。そうすればあの人たちは無事逃げられる。
そんな！アゼル、君はどうなるんだ？
わからない。だけど大丈夫。死ぬわけじゃないわ。早く。本当はもう一人にはなりたくない。だけど私は
必ず帰ってくる。だからそれまで待っててくれ。
Or some kind of multiverse?
Okay, so let's go in order here. Before the cutscene, you were saying something. I think I understand what you were saying, and yes, I feel like Azel went through something of like a character shift throughout this game.
Yeah, in the beginning, she was like she sounded like murderous woman, murderous powerful woman that's about to kill me, and then like, and I was like,
because she was fully aligned with Crayman and Crayman's goals.
I would actually take it a step further than that. Is that she was basically acting like a robot, like she was acting according to her programming, you know, and then over time she became more human.
Oh, I see.
And I think the kind of innocent persona we're seeing now is kind of like the human side to whatever, you know, is going on with Azel being a droid.
Yeah.
Two, One thing I am aware of is that cutscene in the Japanese version, instead of her saying "I love you," she just says "I." ...
Yeah.
I don't know if you picked up on that, but yeah,
Yes,
the
I
Japanese version is just "I." ... But they thought that was too subtle for an American audience, so they made it more forward. Yeah. And also I wanted to say that the background of the place we're in now, I recognize it as the place where a voice talks to you and asks you what you, the player, what your name is.
Huh?
You remember that at the beginning of the game? It is the same scene with dragons and shit. So, okay, let's take a look around. I'm surrounded by dragons.
Surrounded by assholes.
Yeah. Okay, I can parlay with this one. Whoa.
Choose your final mode. Choose wisely.
Anti-basic wing.
Yeah, back to the localization part. Yeah, the Final Fantasy X at the end, spoiler people. Yuna says, "I love you" or something like that, but in the Japanese version, that's not. She just said, "Arigato." That's it.
Yeah,
she didn't even say "I love you." Oh yeah, I think she says thank you, either thank you or arigato or sayonara, either one. She just said that no, I love you.
I think it's thank you. Yeah.
And then yeah, they translate it. So are you fighting like multiverse of yourself or something?
I guess so. So that was anti-basic wing.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they're referring to basic as like the midpoint between all of the different forms.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. So what do you get then? I wonder.
This looks like speed? But yeah, when I was referring to the inside the belly of Sin room, I was talking about this. I had seen screenshots of it. So this is going to be a pretty quick stream in this game. we're at the end.
I wonder why they're ending it like this. I just
Anti-Valiant.
We're gonna attack and dethrone God. The JRPG.
Just like any JRPG, yeah. Or if it's any light novel, isekai light novel, and at the end of it you fight against the Yawa or the Almighty God. This is why you're supposed to Yahweh? In the humanly possible? I like how they did that in the Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. Whenever his name gets mentioned, it's just a record scratch.
Yeah. That was cool. I have so many lasers, and they're all doing such a pittance of damage.
They're firing all your laser, but they do nothing. Oh, I just realized I know it's not super important topic, but there's my topic of the week. or event of the week. Scarlett Johansson just sued the Marvel Studio.
Yes, and it sounds like Emma Stone and some other ones who've also had a similar thing happen with their Disney affiliated movies are also looking with interest to see what happens.
Yeah, because I never realized if the contract says something to do with if the contract is regarding the movie theater release and then it becomes a stream release. That is actually a good question. How would that affect?
Well, they gave her exposure by putting it on the
exposure.
Yeah, that's kind of what they were saying. We gave you the exposure. We gave you the opportunity to possibly order more money based on people seeing the stream version of the movie, I guess.
And also the regarding the Olympics, shit, I forgot her name. Simon Bell?
Oh, Simone Biles or whatever.
Simon. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Why did I say fucking Simon? God damn it, my dumb brain.
It's okay, friend. I am not crying.
But yeah, that's I guess the shorter version is that she quit at the end of it because she wasn't feeling well, and then people were bitching about it.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a mental health thing.
And all the people who were bitching about they can't even get their ass out of the chair and run for like 5 minutes.
It's good for her. A lot of people don't really think about mental health.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I mean, I know this sounds really ignorant, but I never realized even Olympians could be subject to depression and all that kind of stuff. I never thought about it, but here we are.
It doesn't really have anything to do with your physical ability,
It's just that I thought like being working out would at least repress those kind of things with the hormone kicking in. Scientifically speaking.
My guess, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and my guess is possibly you get used to it over time.
That's technically.
You just get accustomed to having what are they the endorphins or whatever all the time.
I'm still sitting over here just every burp, I gotta go.
You passing out there, man?
Oh my god. This is way too much food.
Hang in there, man, I need you.
I'm trying.
It's basically what Azel and her dragon were doing to me. God, these laser attacks are fucking brutal. So I guess you noticed I switched to defense spiritual for that. A lot of fucking good it did me because the attack still did 430 apiece and hit multiple times. That was rough. Well, so I didn't get a level up from that. They swindled me. Anti-Panzer wing.
Uniforms guy.
Anti-Panzer.
Agility class. Oh boy. Oh, I'm not gonna like this. Okay. I see the mechanic. Let me just,
I'm gonna look away for a little bit.
Are you getting sick? Oh no. No, the agility one shouldn't have this much health. No.
Speed is the health in this game.
Alright, we reached the actual non-cheaty health bars. Man, I can't take my action until it stops moving around me. I'm so slow in comparison.
Oh. Well, they go so faster then. Easy.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. Actually, that is a... Oh my god. That... okay, I got this. Woo! Okay, so far the nastiest one was that defense one that was doing like fucking 2,000 a turn. Oh. Okay, it looks like you just one left.
Is it an ultimate form?
Probably not.
You know what the name's gonna be.
Anti-eye wing. Well, it's naming all the different like model changes.
Right.
Okay, so this one's gonna cast berserks, I guess. Okay, I'm going to use items to shield up.
Oh, that fucking... Oh, that tripped me out. The spiritual class thing. That was tripping me out.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. We want speed. Yes. Yes. Our armor. I'm not fucking around. Dude, the shield chip is fucking OP. Continues to be so. Okay, now we start attacking. You love to see it. Shield's gone. Oh no, it's my turn to get it. Okay, so we can easily determine how many hits that was. Oh, okay, it was 100 hits?
Yep.
This is dumb. I hope we just keep doing this back and forth. I didn't think I'd get 3 off in a row, but here we are. Yes. We are level 50, ladies and gentlemen. What is that? Gonna look around. Okay, how am I doing?
ここまで来た。お前の望んでた場所だ。さあ、答えよ。お前の本当の力を見せてくれ。
戻ってきたのだ。しかもその人間は与えられた使命を守り続けることこそが我々の役目。しかしお前はその意志の外に存在する。排除する。あの時と同じに。排除する。誤った意志も絶対の客人も。
Sestren Exsis. Okay, let's power up.
Oh shit, that's cool. No battle transition.
It looks kind of like a shrimp or something.
No, more like that. Embryo. That's the word I was looking for. Embryo.
Oh, don't tell me that.
That's the thing that the dragon inside.
This is what happened when the mommy dragon and daddy dragon mix up. It's a love.
Use up all your awesome items just to go to town.
Except I think. Oh god, I hope I didn't just waste them. What is this?
Flashback attack.
Okay, I still have my buffs, so I can tell because of shield. Oh, I guess I'm shooting like the little like things around them, and it's like triggering memories.
Oh, is that what it is? Interesting.
Point 確認。セルクフを起動。
we're not reaching the Dark Soul level of sport.
That was the opening cutscene to Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Oh.
The baby dragon hatching and Shellcoof and stuff. That was all stuff that happened in Zwei. I recognize that. Well, I guess we're like halfway through these and stuff, but like I don't really understand what the implication's supposed to be yet. Is like our dragon like an offspring or like reincarnation of the dragon from Zwei? Okay, this is from Panzer Dragoon 1. Because I recognize that dragon, I think. I don't know what's happening anymore.
There's a sale on the Nintendo eShop. Which reminds me, I need to check the eShop. What's on sale today? I mean, I guess this is the game. It's this game's way of saying how these things are connected.
I guess, yeah.
What?
Through the heart. Ow.
The fuck? Did they really have to do that? Like whole multiple attack?
Oh no.
The counter.
Oh god.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I was led to believe. Still not great, but oh, I'm in the danger zone. I should get out of it.
Danger zone.
Me get. Oh, I think I see what's happening. Oh, I don't think I want to be slow.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay, unleash ghost dragons. That's an attack name. Detect surroundings.
Oh, that's the first time seeing the safe zone and danger zone becoming like diagonal.
Yeah, it hasn't come up very often. Deactivate system. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's the final boss or something.
Think I'll have a second form.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not his final
There's no
form.
way what we're looking at is the final form. Let me try gun. Okay, not as good. Activate vibration detection system. Okay, nope. Whatever this is, I don't want it. Let me, shield chip? Oh, because I did an action. Okay.
Yeah, I think vibration meaning that if any boom, you don't detect any movement. And, yeah.
Okay, well that took down my shield in a hurry.
You're not doing anything. There, yeah. You don't do anything while vibration detection is on, then I guess you're safe. Good guy took all that damage, still nothing else other than purple. Phase shift? Oh no! Oh, it's the final form.
Oh, I don't know about that. It became like a insect-looking thing.
Parasite form.
This game is a prequel to Parasite Eve.
The mitochondria.
Funny because I sort of got that game came out right after people learned the existence of mitochondria. Oh, mitochondria, you say?
I remember I was playing that game at like the very moment that I was being taught about the mitochondria in school, and I forget what that's called, but like kind of just when you first learn about a concept and all of a sudden you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I was definitely having that moment with regards to the mitochondria. yeah. Fused Guardian. Oh no. Hey, I already killed this thing.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, whatever. Psychic Field.
Oh, from they had that before Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Status clear. Okay. Alright, that did still nothing. Berserker Rage. Oh no. Ouchie.
What the fuck? A fucking ship came out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, you guys remember that thing? We were inside that once.
Shit, it just dropped a nuke on us. But it just did a colony drop on Gundam.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Teal, we're a green. Happy
a little bit
day.
Yeah, just a little bit more and we're in the home ground.
Okay, health bar is down. I have my suspicions that this isn't the end, though. Cutscene?
これで終わる。
You thought it was a cutscene coming, but it was ideal.
この声ドラゴンなのか。
旧世紀の残した遺跡、すべては今私と共にある。さあ、私を殺してくれ、絶対の客人よ。そのために私は帰ってきたのだ。
絶対の客人？それってドラゴンの？
そうではない。
どういう意味だ？
私は絶対の客人を導く存在に過ぎない。旧世紀の呪縛を解き、世界を再び人の手に戻せるのは、外の世界よりドラゴンに導かれた者。君だけなのだ。絶対の客人よ。世界を人の手に返そうとしたあの時から始まった旅の、そして数千年にわたる使命が終焉する時が来たのだ。さあ、ボタンを押してくれ。少年エッジに宿りし魂よ。再び全てを始めるために。
It's the button.
Secret. No, you gotta press it at the right time. You gotta press it when you hear the ring.
Arigato. そしてすまない。
そうか。君が僕の中に。
What the fuck was that?
Our dragon just like degenerated.
Yeah.
Well, it became a baby.
Yeah.
Depose. Tu d'intelligere. Imus d'intelligere tu de equa divaria. Intelligere!
Is the in-universe native language.
Exia. Rufiza. Leitio. Dena. De consiglea nostra. Dana zas ecci.
There's more after the credits, I know that. But
What the hell has happened?
Okay, so I'm putting something together here. You remember the very first cutscene? They're speaking the in-universe language, and then we put in our name. Like, it calls us out and, like, we put in, you know, secret or whatever, and then all the characters start speaking Japanese from that point on. Until we beat Sestren, and our dragon calls us out as a divine visitor, secret, you know, the name I put in, and then everybody starts talking the in-universe language again.
It said Bravely Default before Bravely Default.
That one I'll accept. So,
Interesting.
what is the implication then? Like, are people speaking Japanese now so that we, the divine visitor, like, understand them? You know, but, you know, causality stuff.
Like, that's how you interpret it. You the player.
Like, it's clearly a choice they made, and they were saying something with it.
I mean, that doesn't sound bad. Saying like you understand this language because you're part of this world, but now that you're no longer part of it, that sounds cool.
So then, what happened to Edge? Because I'm putting something else together, and I heard something about this game before I ever started playing it. So Edge got like shoved down a ravine in the first cutscene, you know, and then, you know, it fades to black, and then it asks us for the name, you know, our name, right? And then suddenly we're playing as Edge. Edge is alive, and, you know, he finds Azel and all that stuff. Did Edge die and we gave him, like, our soul in the way? Did we reanimate Edge?
This is literally fucking Bravely Default.
Yes.
God damn.
So my guess is Edge is either dead, you know, and our soul is released, or like he's like stuck somewhere in like the weird like cyberspace realm that we were just fighting Sestren in.
Interesting. So he's a literal avatar for you to play the character the entire game. Stand it.
Do you guys have a different interpretation of this?
No,
like,
your
that
guess is
works
good as
for
right. Because I cannot think of any.
Like I made reference to Baby Default, I'm not going to explain it, but that concept that you just described, is very much echoes that game. Or I should say that game echoes this one. This one came out way before that one. I dig it.
We're looking at an almost like 20-year difference between the two games, I think. Oh man. Between 15 and 20, I guess. Alright, credits stop, probably another cutscene.
Solis de Toye. Macularum Mateo Minus, de Verde Mimbus, Leo Factor Lex Vita. Today Ikua.
Why does it sound like they're speaking English?
Speaking Sims.
Tun West, years out the Laos, to Kuel Laos. Tun Est to Enor Paticitas Zor, Agor Visgina to Es. Tun Si. Civitas to Feng Jada Turansiu. Tun Estu Intersevernia. Laos Desesifir, Lufisa Esamutus.
Well, that's it. That's all we get.
What?
Oh, there's a preset screen. 69, very nice.
I don't feel so great about me. Okay, let me Google that really fast.
It was interesting. And I like your theory.
You gain these for interacting with your dragon over the course of the game. If you name your dragon, you are given the option to smile, ignore, or pet your dragon at various camps during the day. Consistently petting your dragon earns the most points, 4 possibly. And at approximately 40 or so points, you'll learn Astral Phantoms, an extra class Berserk, which we got that last stream.
Yep.
So maybe that's not out of 100. I don't know.
There's an enemy data collection, right? I didn't even know there's a bestiality, the beast book or whatever.
Scary.
Yeah, there is. Okay, well that's interesting. So about that cutscene, you need me to spell anything out for you? That was Azel in the garb.
You don't say.
She's looking for Edge. That's it. That's all you get.
Only thing I want to comment on is, I swear to God, I feel like they're just randomly saying some English word to make it sound.
How bad?
It reminds me of those YouTube videos and stuff of people speaking what English sounds like without speaking English. Have you guys seen that stuff?
No.
There's like a whole genre of video of like people making languages and like acting out a scene in a language that sounds like a real language but isn't. Hard to describe, but it's interesting. It feels very surreal to watch when it's done well. But
I mean, you can link us. You can give us a link on this Discord later.
yeah. So this game would eventually get a sequel called Panzer Dragoon Orta. I honestly don't know terribly much about it. I didn't have an original Xbox, and
Is it available anywhere else?
So I think via backwards compat
Oh,
on like other Xbox consoles. I don't have a working Xbox of any kind. So, oops. One day I'd love to have the opportunity to stream it, but at this point I have no idea how. I did bring up the idea of emulating it, but Xbox emulation seems to be kind of in its infancy. And I was able to get the game to work, but the frame rate was low and the graphics were really buggy. But the main character is the child of Azel. And throughout the game you get audio logs from Azel. Basically, that kind of confirmed that like she got a DNA sample or something in order to have her child, but it never spells out who the father is. And obviously it leads you to believe that, okay, she found some piece of edge that she used to make a baby with, right? Yeah, that's the idea. But it's all up in the air. I believe in the first stream I mentioned that I was aware this has a ending that is very much like open to interpretation.
This can be fun though.
Yeah. I was not let down. I actually really enjoyed this. As far as like where this game sits with me in comparison to like other games of its era, I think I like it more than Grandia. I like it probably more than Suikoden.
How dare you?
I probably like it more than Final Fantasy 7 and 9. But
Okay,
I don't think I like it better than Suikoden 2 or Final Fantasy 8.
Okay, now you're just saying that to piss us off. How dare you compare with the 9?
You and your legitimate love of 8. I only love breaking it.
I love 8, I'm sorry. Yeah, and Suikoden 2 is a fucking classic also. This is close. It's up there with them, but yeah. Ugh. So that's where it sits with me. I don't know. So we're only an hour into our usual time slot, more or less. I had the idea of possibly playing some Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Oh, okay.
But I want to go grab a snack first. My tumbly is a rumbly.
Oh, okay.
Mine's rumbling in the bad way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it? Are we gonna pass out soon, Andrew?
We're probably gonna check out and lay down.
Okay. Yeah, I was giving you the out you needed. So I'm going to end this recording. So like for anybody who watches this on YouTube, hello YouTube. We are next going to be playing White Day in this time slot. I loved this game. I don't know anything about White Day, but very excited to play it and want to vote on the Discord. But yeah, we're going to be right back and then play Panzer Dragoon Saga. So stick around.